Hello everyone, good morning. Can anyone confirm audible or not? Can you hear me? Yeah. So the last class where we stopped, the last class we discussed about the bootstrap, right? Okay, anyone practiced? Did you practice or not? I asked you to go through utilities section and components section. Did you practice? Come on, respond. If you not practice, just practice. Okay. Today, our next level discussion is about the grid system in Bootstrap. Grid system in Bootstrap. This is an important. Okay. So how the grid system is going to work in Bootstrap means very simple. Let me open Paint. See, in Bootstrap, in your browser, okay, starting to ending, okay, horizontal, this here to here, we can say like a one row. Okay, now in this case the row width is how much? Okay, starting is here, ending is here. Sometimes, okay, my parent width is up to here only. For example, this is my outside container. In this container, if you place one div is like this. Okay, if I draw something like this, okay, starting to ending, okay, this is the starting point, this is the ending point, this is one row or not. This row and this row difference is what? Here the parent width is more, that the reason it takes the full width. Here the parent width is like 50% only, so that it takes the parent width or not. Here also starting to ending, okay, we can say like what? Whatever it occupies the space, that is like one row, right? Showing like one row or not. Okay, now row width is completely depending upon the parent. Row width is completely depending upon the parent. If the parent has huge width, then that time my row also occupies the whole parent width. Okay, now in this particular row in Bootstrap, this one we can say like one row. In this particular row, we have some columns. So in Bootstrap, the row divided like 12 columns. The row divided like what? 12 columns. Okay, like this, 12 columns. Now, based on your requirement, okay, how many columns you want me to give? Okay, to this particular content, how many columns you want me to give? To this particular content, how many columns you want me to give? To this content, how many columns? Based on your requirement, you can decide. First, you can create a row. Okay, based on your requirement, you can split these many spaces, these many columns I want to give for this content, these many columns I want to give for this particular content. Let's take one simple use case. You can easily understand what is that. So this is my whole browser. Okay, in my browser, okay, this one is one row, this one is one row, this is called as a header. Okay, my static web page, this is my header. Now tell me, this is one row, how many columns are there? Okay, in row 12 columns are there, but you want me to differentiate. Okay, these many columns I want to give for this, these many columns I want to give for this content. Not right. My content is only my static web page. So the whole row contains 12 parts. Those 12 parts you can give to this content. Why? Because no need to differentiate here in this case. Yes or no? Got my point? This is one row. The row contains 12 parts. Total 12 parts you can give to this content. Why? Because okay, the content which represents heading only. The content, the whole content, whatever we have represents heading only. Now here, come to this part now. One more row also you can take it. One more row also you can take it. Here, something like, okay, home, about, contact like this. Home, about, contact like this. Okay, in this row, this is also one more row. In this row also, home, about, contact is there, right? Contact is there, right? These are like a menu items. Just you can place right side of your row. So here also one row. Okay, I want to place the content in the middle. Here also one more row. I want to place the content, menu items in the right side. Now the next one. Here footer is there. Footer. Always in the bottom. Here copy. Okay, rights belongs to me. Belongs to me. Okay, this is also one row. Okay, content should place in the middle. But in the middle we have, right? Here I need 3 sections. Okay, this is one section. Okay, here one more section like this. Okay, now total, this is one row, contains 12 columns. 12 columns data only for what? Only for header content. This is one row which contains 12 columns. Total 12 columns content I want to give only for menu items. Place in the right side. This is also one row. If you observe here, this is also one row. The row contains 12 columns. How many columns you want me to give for left and right center? Left, okay, how many columns? Right, how many columns you want me to give? Center, how many columns? By seeing this one, total 12 columns, right? Can I give 3? Can I give 6 here? Like that, can I separate? Can I assign the space? Okay, now the next one is what here? What is this one? Next one is what? Okay, this is one more row. Okay, this row contains, okay, rights belongs to me text. That text I want in the middle. Okay, no need to differentiate. Got my point? Total how many rows are required? Total how many rows are required? 1, 2, 3, 4 rows is required. Here, total columns for my header content, total columns for my menu items, total columns for my footer, but here total columns I want to differentiate or not. For this, 3 columns I want to give you here, 6 columns here, 3 columns here. Okay, 3 plus 6, 9, 9 plus 3, 12. Okay, now the row contains 12. The 12 columns you can okay, assign that 12 column space based on your requirement to your content or not. Like this, I want to design a web page by using Bootstrap. Okay, let's go. In the Bootstrap web page.html. First, if you want to work with Bootstrap, okay, if you want to work with Bootstrap, come on. In your page, Bootstrap should load or not. Okay, how we can load it? Link relation equals to what? Style sheet, and my href equals to what? Href equals to what? Bootstrap.css. Bootstrap.css. Done. Can I run this one? All are installed live server extension or not? If you not install, just install it. Now open developer console window. See my source, my Bootstrap loaded or not? Do you think my bootstrap.css file satisfied all your requirements? Is my bootstrap.css file satisfied all your requirements? Do you think like that? For example, bootstrap.css provided how many background colors? Limited 10 background colors. For example, I want something like, okay, different color. I want something different color other than this color. Then the time Bootstrap people not provided any class for that color. Then that time you have to write your own CSS or not. You have to write your own CSS or not. Don't think like Bootstrap people, okay, Bootstrap people, whatever they provided, everything satisfied your requirement. Don't think like that. Okay, it may satisfied, it may not satisfied. If it is not satisfied, don't think more. You can write your own. You can write your own. Got my point? Bootstrap people provided classes for limited colors. Primary means this color, this color, this color, this color. Okay, I want something different color. That is not available in the Bootstrap. You want me to leave it or you want me to write our own CSS? Yes, you should have to write your own CSS or not. So if the bootstrap.css is there, okay, yes, you can load it. Better to write your own CSS also. One file you can manage. If any requirement is not satisfied with the bootstrap.css, you can create your own. You can create your own file, own CSS file. You can place your stuff there. Okay, my styles.css. This is my CSS. Okay, this file can I load here? How we can load it? Link relation equals to style sheet href equals to my styles.css. So two CSS files should load now. Go to source, inspect it, dock in the bottom, go to source, yes. Okay, now let's go with the requirement. First, I want to create one row. I want to create one row. In Bootstrap, how I can create a row? That is my first question. How we can, how we can? Very simple. Take one div, add one class name called as a row. Then that time it's turned to be like a Bootstrap row. More than that, nothing. Other than div, don't take any other elements. Div is the recommended element. You can place other elements also, but div is the recommended element always. Okay, if you want to handle the grid system by using Bootstrap. Whenever you added a class row given by the Bootstrap people, whenever you add this class row to my div is turned to be like one row. Okay, applied with some CSS. Okay, who provided that CSS? Who provided this row? Bootstrap people. Now it's turned to be like a row. You can see. Row contains how many columns? Row contains how many columns? How many columns? Row contains how many columns? Row contains how many columns? As I said, row contains in Bootstrap, each and every row contains how many columns? Okay, 12 columns. 12 columns. So whole 12 columns. How many columns? 12 columns. I want to give it to my header part. See here, all 12, right? Okay, different resolutions I want to discuss next level. SMO, LG, extra small, medium, large, like that. Okay, we'll see later. For now, you can stick with this. 12 columns. I want to give it to whom? I want to give it to, okay, my header part. Okay, what is my header text? My first static web page. Yes. Okay, now this particular one, I want the background color is primary. BG primary. Yes. I want this one in the center. Text center. These are the Bootstrap classes. I want in the white color. Text white. Text white. Okay, but see, any website you can design. Horizontal scroll is not recommended one, right? But see here, there is a horizontal scroll came or not. If any website having the horizontal scroll, okay, then you can say like that website is not like a responsive. So I want to design the responsive web page, right, by using Bootstrap. Then the time horizontal scroll is recommended one or not recommended? Obviously not recommended. Why this horizontal scroll came? Can you check it? Can you check it? Okay, HTML head and body. This is the div. See, if you want to check simply, okay, let me delete this div first. Okay, let me delete this div. See this. Inside the row, if there is no content, nothing is there. If there is no content, nothing is there. Then that time there is no issue. If the content is there, then that time you can see this particular row or not. Okay, that this particular, okay, you can see this row, you can see this horizontal scroll or not. Okay, why? What is the problem? Okay, here the problem is with this row. By default, this row has some margin left and right. Margin left and right. Okay, minus. Okay, margin left, margin right. There has something for my row. Okay, see this one. Margin left and margin right. If I remove this margin left and margin right, then the time see there is no scroll. Okay, if I remove this one like this, there is no scroll. Okay, if margin left and margin right is there, then the time you have the scroll or not. You have the scroll. Now if you see this margin left and margin right, okay, calcs how it is going to work, I will tell. Okay, margin left and margin right for this particular row applied or not, for this particular row applied or not. So to avoid this horizontal scroll, you can do one thing simply. In your code, wherever you written the rows, okay, wherever you written, okay, the row, wherever you created a row with this particular class row, don't keep outside. Just wrap this particular row or rows with one of the class called as a container fluid is the class. Container fluid is the class. Okay, just wrap your rows with container fluid class. This class also given by bootstrap people. Now see, if I refresh the page, did you get any horizontal scroll? See my container fluid class. If you observe here, see this container fluid class added or not? Container fluid class added or not? Wherever the rows are there, okay, enclose those rows with the container fluid class. Okay, container class also there in the bootstrap. See this container class. See, if it is like a container, then the type it is leave some space in the left to leave some space in the right side. If you want the web page like this, for example, okay, you can take like NDTV. Okay, see, they leave space in the right side and leave some space in the left side or not. Okay, if you want to leave some space, the entire website, if you want to leave some space in the left and right, place your website related code in the container. Place your website code in the container class. Got my point? All right, great. So now I don't want to leave left and right spaces. Okay, just I want to avoid the horizontal scroll. Okay, horizontal scroll, because of this row only it is visible. So to avoid that one, wherever the rows are there, just place those rows inside the container fluid class. Place that rows in the container fluid class. Done. Okay, now there is no scroll, nothing. Now here I want a big font size. So you can write like a font size 50 pixel. Okay, this font size class is not there in the bootstrap. So you have to write your own CSS. The next one is like font weight is like bold. Font weight is like bold. So can I copy this stuff? Okay, can I create one header class in my own CSS file? Can I place that? Yes. Now this class can I add here? Can I add here? Observe how many classes added to my div. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 classes. Call 12. That means what? I want to give 12 parts. Whole 12 parts in the row. I want to give it to this content. BG primary. Okay, this class given by bootstrap people. Text center. This class given by bootstrap people. Text white. Bootstrap people. Header my own class or not. Header my own class, which is inside my styles.css. Okay, first part done. Okay, can I go with the next one? Menu. So can I create one more row? Okay, how I can create the row? How we can create the row? By using the class equals to row or not, which contains how many parts? Which contains how many parts? My class equals to 12 parts. Whole 12 parts, total 12 parts. I want to give it to my 3 menu items or not. So can I write the menu items here? Anchor, home, next anchor, about, next anchor, contact, anchor, contact. So 12 parts I want to give all these anchors. I want this content in the right side. Text end is the one. Text end is the one. See this? I want to give some background color. BG info. BG info is the background color. BG info is the background color. Now I want to apply some CSS for this home, about, contact. So how we can apply? Can anyone tell me the selector inside this div? For these anchors, what is the selector? To select all anchors inside this div, my div has one user defined class, not bootstrap, menu class. So with respect to this menu class, how we can select all my anchors? Menu is a parent, anchor is a children. It is a direct children. Direct children's, which selector you can use it? Greater than, menu greater than a. Now see this, that selector is applicable for each and every menu item or not. See, there. Now you can add something. I want the font size 20 pixel, font weight bold, font style italic. The next one is like one letter to another letter spacing is like 5 pixel or something. One menu item to another menu item gap is required. Margin right 15 pixel. Done. Now can I copy this stuff? Can I place in our code? Instantly, if you want to check here, directly can check it. Once you're satisfied with this view, you can copy and paste in your code. All are okay? Yes or no? Now save it. Yes, done. Now I want to give some height for this particular menu. How we can give the height for this menu? You can give height 30 pixel. Or 40 pixel you can give it. But one thing you can observe here, see this line of home, about, contact, it should be horizontally, vertical center. Horizontally it's right side. I want vertical center. See, this top gap, bottom gap should be same. If you want one line place vertical center, instead of line height, instead of height, you can give line height. Then the time, see, it is like top and bottom, same space it's taken or not. So for my menu, can I add the line height 40? For my menu, can I add the line height 40? Done. All are okay? Now footer I want to fix always in the bottom. So let's complete the footer first and then we can think about the middle content. So go to your webpage.html. Can I create one more row for footer? Row. Inside this one, how many columns are there? 12 columns. All the columns I want to give for the footer text. So what is my footer text? End copy rights belongs to me. Done. Can you come here? Can I refresh? Yes. The next one is what? I want to give the BG primary. BG primary I want to give it. Yes. I want in the center, text center, text white. Text center, text white. Yes. Give some styles now. This is always in the bottom right. So in the bootstrap, we have the positions are there. I want always in the bottom, irrespective of scroll. Then the time you can go with what? You can go with what? Position is what? Fixed. You can go with the position fixed. Can I save it? Okay. Now, can I refresh the page? Now, can I inspect it? Okay, for this, BG primary position fixed. I want the bottom 0. Bottom 0. Now, see, it is always like bottom 0 or not. It is always like bottom 0 or not. It is always like bottom 0 or not. Yes or no? It is always like bottom 0. Okay, now say this. Okay, if you want to give like a bottom 0, okay, top or left to bottom, this is the class. Bottom 0 is the class. Can I add that class here? Can I add that class here? Any number of classes you can place, it's not a matter. Yes. Now this is in the bottom or not. All are okay. Agreed with me? Okay. Now here we have the content. That content I want to split like 3 parts. Okay. Here in the middle here. So how we can create one more row? Div my class equals to row. Okay. Total how many columns in the row? In the row total how many columns? In the row total how many columns? How many columns in the row? Come on. 12 columns. 12 columns, the content is different now. In the past, the content is only one, so 12 columns given to that. But now this is like, okay, some article, okay, here something different, here something different, like that I want to place. Then how? This is one advertisement I want to place here aside. Okay, this is my section. Okay, main content section. Okay, here one article I want to place it like that. So 12 columns I want to split like 3, 6, 3 based on your requirement. By seeing this one space, this one and this one equal spaces. So 3, 3 I want to give it. This one 6 I want to give it. 3 plus 6 plus 3. Okay, that one. Otherwise 4, 4, 4. Then the time equal parts. You can by seeing this one equal, and this should be okay more space or not. So 3, 6, 3 you can give it. So div row contains 12 parts. First 3 parts I want to give it to some content. Okay, next 3 parts or 6 parts I want to give it to some content section. Next 3 parts I want to give it to some content. Okay, so BG something like info, BG success, BG danger. Okay, see the background colors. BG secondary, BG secondary. Yes, done. Now can I come here? Can you check now? Can I save this one? Okay, there is no content, right? Okay, just put some content 1, 2 and 3. Like that you can put the content. Now can I refresh the page? Now observe here. Okay, 3 parts for this section, 2 parts space for this second section. Next, the third section contains 3 parts for this section or not? Yes or no? Agree with me? All are okay? Okay, now based on your requirement, you can place some stuff here, your wish. Okay. Now there has one more row you can take it. There has one more row, you can take it. Okay, like this, any number of rows you can take it. Okay, only two sections only I want, 6 to 6. Okay, this is not required for me. This is not required for me. Now you can see 6 6 BG warning and BG light. Okay, now say this 6 spots or not. Because this is 6 spots and this one is like a 6 spots. Yes or no? Based on your requirement. So for good, in a row based on your requirement, how many parts you want to give, that many parts we can give it. Okay, there has one more div also there. There has one more div also there. Okay, total. Okay, everything in a single row only. Okay, then you can go with this. BG dark. BG dark. Now, can I refresh the page? It looks like this or not? See, oh, yes or no? Okay, for example, now this particular div has huge content, Okay, there has 1,000 lines of code is there. That means the height is like more or not. Huge content is there for this particular div. For this particular div, huge content is there. Then for this particular div, huge content is there. Okay, can I give some height for this div? Okay, for our just okay, for our purpose, can I give the height? Okay, how we can give the height? Content is my class. Here I added. Inside the content, one div is there. Inside the content, one div is there. For that div, I want to give some height. So how we can go to our CSS? We have content is one class. For the div, I want to give some height. Okay, 1,000 pixel. 1,000 pixel. Content rather than div. Now can I refresh the page? Now see this. It has more lines of code is there. That the reason. Now see, the scroll is visible. Now see, the content and everything is moving, but my footer is not moved or not. Why the footer is not moving? Why the footer is not moving? Why? Because this is fixed. The position is like fixed or not. Irrespective of your scroll, if you want to fix one element in one position, then that time you can go with the fixed position or not. You can go with the fixed position or not. But the thing is, see, I click on the home. I click on the home. So home has huge content is there. Each and every line, okay, I want to read. Okay, I'm reading. I came here. Now, if I want to go to about, then that time again you have to go top and you have to click on the about or not. Okay. Now, about also huge content is there. So I want to read everything. If you want to shift to home or contact, then that time again you have to go or not. Instead of that one, you can scroll. Okay, whenever my menu reaches top 0, can you stick the menu there itself? Can you scroll the content only? Remaining content, can you scroll it? Can you stick the menu there? Okay, now see, the menu also scrolling, right? I don't want. I want to stick the menu whenever my top reaches 0, my menu reaches top 0. Okay, viewport top 0. Can you stick there? For that, okay, where is my menu? Go to positions. Okay, sticky position. Okay, you can add it. We not discussed about the sticky, right? Okay, where is my menu? For my menu, you can add, okay, for this particular menu, you can add position sticky. Position sticky. Whenever it is like reaches top 0, okay, can you stick there only? Can you check it? Will it work or not? Okay, for this, inspect it. Come here. Where is our menu? Okay, this is the one, right? Position sticky. Okay, where is our top 0? Is there in top 0 added or not added? Top 0 added. Okay, now can I cut this one? Okay, can I cut this one? Otherwise you can add for this particular row. Okay, position. Sometimes my bootstrap CSS overrides your CSS. You have to make sure, you have to check it. Sticky top 0. Okay, sticky position functionality is what? Sticky position functionality is what? Okay, will it, okay, will it remove the space from the DOM? Will it remove the space from the DOM? No. Is it change the behavior? No, it is not change the behavior. Now, this is the row. Okay, for my menu I am using. Okay, I have used content. Whenever I scroll, okay, whenever the menu row reaches top 0, can you stick the menu there itself? Can you scroll remaining content? Yes or no? Got my point? Okay, dynamically, if you want to stick one element in particular position, then the time you can go with the stick or not. Dynamically, see, top 0 I added. Whenever it reaches top 0, whenever it reaches top 0, then only it stick there, and then only it sticks there. Remaining all content as usual, it scroll or not. For that purpose, you can go with what? Sticky position or not. So dynamically, if you want to stick one element in one position, dynamically, whenever it reaches there, then only it stick. Otherwise, it's not. See this, scrolling only. Okay, when it is going to stick, whenever it reaches top 0, then only it is going to stick there or not. All right, okay. Yes or no? All agree with me? Okay, now, so far I completed my web page development. I completed my web page development. Tell me this web page code and everything, where it is? Where it is? My code and everything, where it is? In my local machine or not? In my local machine or not? Yes or no? In my local machine. So in my local machine, I only can see this web page or not. If I share this URL with you, are you able to see this? Are you able to access this URL? Tell me, are you able to access this URL? Can you try? No, right? Why? Because it is local to me. Okay, local. Okay, this web page is running in my local machine. It is specific to my, okay, it is specific to my machine only or not? Yes or no? Once your development is completed, still you want to run in your machine. If you run in your machine, you only can see it. Then what is the use of that web page? Once your web page development is completed, you have to publish that website or not. Then only in this world, anyone can see your web page or not. Yes or no? So far, okay, in my local machine only, my web page is running. My web page is running in my local machine. Okay, the local machine controlled by me. Whenever I want to open, I can open it. Whenever I want to shut down, I can shut down it. Everything controlled by me. Whenever I want to see the web page, I can run it, I can see it. Only that is works for me. But your website only for you, you developed, to the world, to the entire world or not? Once your application development is completed, you should have to, okay, publish that website or not, or web page or not. So how we can publish means, okay, so far this is your local machine controlled by you. Instead of local machine, can you purchase one machine in the cloud? Okay, in the cloud, can you purchase one mission? Can you purchase one mission in the cloud? Okay, if it is in the cloud through internet, okay, anyone can communicate or not if you know the address of the mission, yes or no? If it is in the cloud, anyone can communicate with your mission if they know the address of the mission or not, yes or no? Agreed with me? Come on. Can you purchase one mission? So from where you can purchase? Different service providers are there. You can purchase the mission from AWS, Amazon Web Services. You can purchase the mission from Heroku or Vercel or GoDaddy or Azure. Like this, different people, different service providers are ready to, okay, give a mission to you in the cloud. So once you have the mission, whatever you did here, the same stuff can you do here? Yes or no? How you run your web page with your code, can you run the web page in your cloud now? If my page is running in the cloud, if I share the address to remaining people, okay, each and every person through internet can communicate, can view my page or not? Yes or no? So I have one mission in GoDaddy. Okay, let me open. So I already purchased one mission in the GoDaddy. Okay, this is one service provider. GoDaddy. One second. Huh? I am back. So, are you able to hear me? Can you hear me, guys? Yeah, this is my web page. Can anyone confirm audible or not in the chat, please? Can you confirm? Yes. Okay. Perfect. Okay. I purchased one mission from one of the service provider, GoDaddy. Okay. So your GoDaddy, this is the official website. Okay. From here you can purchase a mission. Okay. From here you can purchase a mission. Okay. I have already I already purchased the mission. Let me connect with that mission first. Okay, if you want to connect with external missions, we have one software. If you want to connect with external missions, we have one software. If you want to connect with external missions, we have one software. What is the software? Okay, FileZilla is one software, WinSCP is one software, or Putty, like that. External missions, if you want to connect, you can use that software. Okay, software is like, okay, FileZilla. FileZilla. Second, stuck. So this is my local mission. So currently my application is running in my local mission. Okay, now I want to purchase one mission in the cloud. That means in internet. There is multiple service providers are there. Okay, you can choose any one of the service provider. We can create the free accounts also. Okay, one is like AWS. You can create AWS instance, EC2 instance. You can create. You can use Azure, or you can use, okay, you can purchase from GoDaddy. Okay, like this, different service providers are there. I already purchased one mission. Okay, some space I can say. Okay, from GoDaddy. So I want to connect with this mission. Okay, how we can connect with this mission? First, if you want to connect with any external missions, okay, we have the software called as FileZilla, okay, WinSCP or Putty, okay, like that. Okay, different softwares you can see, you can use. Okay, you can see here FileZilla is the one. So I'm using this FileZilla software to connect with my, okay, cloud mission. Just wait, take some time. Voice is breaking, screen is lagging up. Okay. And don't drop, just wait, Awesome issue looks like. Ajit Tiwari, you are the host now. Okay. Don't drop from the meeting, okay? Ajit Tiwari.
Sure.
Yeah, don't drop from the meeting, okay? Yeah, are you able to hear me now? Is it okay now? Is it okay?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, perfect. So I purchased one machine in GoDaddy. I want to connect with that cloud machine. So how we can connect with cloud machines? We have some softwares are there. One of the software called as a FileZilla. Another one is like WinSCP. The next one is like through terminal. If you want to connect Putty, like that, different softwares are there. So I have FileZilla software. Let me open it. Okay. Okay. This is FileZilla software. Or instead of this one, you can use WinSCP also. Now see, there has two sections you can see here, left side, right side. In the left side section, it is pointing to my local machine. See this. Okay, this is your workspace folder, right? 15.6 bootstrap. Oh, just now you created this file, right? Okay. Left side section is pointing to your local machine. Right side section, see. Now I want to connect with my GoDaddy machine, what I purchased. See, click on this button. Okay, one pop-up window open. Now I purchased one mission, right? That mission IP address is this one. Okay, that mission username is this one, password is this one. Whenever you purchased, you can get these details. Okay, so with these details, you can connect with your mission. So let me connect. Let me connect. Now see this in the right side also now filled with some folders. So this is left side section related to my own mission, local mission. Right side one, it is pointing to your cloud mission. All are okay? Agree with me? right side one pointing to cloud machine. Now I am able to connect with my cloud machine. This is my local, my code inside in my local machine, my code inside my local machine. Okay, I purchased one mission in cloud. Okay, this is my cloud mission from where I purchased from GoDaddy. This is the service provider. I connected this mission by using some of the external softwares called as a WinSCP or FileZilla or Putty like that. So this is my cloud mission. Okay, in this mission, my application I want to run, this code I want to run in this particular mission. So the whole mission I don't want to use only for this code. Okay, I want to maintain multiple applications in future. That the reason in this particular mission some space only I want to use for this particular code. That space name or address is required or not. So most of the times our space is pointing to one user friendly name. That name we can say like a domain name. Okay, domain name, domain name. So that some space I want to provide to my code, whatever I developed that is in my local machine. Now for that particular code I allocated some space. For that particular space I want to give some user friendly name. I want to bind with some user friendly name. That name I can say like a domain name. That name I can say like a domain name. Okay, so you can purchase one domain. There are multiple websites are there. From there you can purchase the domain name. So GoDaddy only, they give a, okay, they provide the service for, okay, domain names also. They purchase, okay, you can purchase the domain names from there also. Okay, create a free account in the GoDaddy, but okay, some restrictions we have. Now see this, search for a new domain. Okay, based on your business you can search for the domain. Okay, my mobiles.com. I search for the domain my mobiles. Okay, mymobiles.com, it is already taken. Okay, so broker is there, you can connect with him. Okay, the domain name is like mymobiles.com. Okay, already taken, domain already taken. Okay, so you can connect with him, okay. Now here mymobiles.co.in is there, mymobiles.co.in is there. That is only 39 rupees the domain name. Okay, now mycells.in is there, 49 rupees. mymobiles.co, 499 rupees. Like that, different domains are there. Okay, which domain is suitable for your business? myphones.in is there, myphones.in. Okay, which domain name is suitable for your business? Just you can purchase the domain name. Okay, just you can purchase the domain name. Agree with me? Okay, you can purchase the domain and you have to bind the domain with your code or not. So like that, I have these many domains in my, okay, GoDaddy account. These many domains are there. Got my point? These many domains are there. So one of the domain I want to use, okay, for our code to run, the domain name is like yourpost.in is the domain name. Yourpost.in is the domain name. So this domain pointing to this space, in this space only I want to place my code. So see this domain, now whatever the previous code is there, I remove. Okay, now your code, okay, where is your code? My web page, bootstrap.css and mystyles.css. Your code, can you move from your local machine from left side to right side? Now see this. Now moving files from my local machine to your server memory, terminology wise we can say like a deployment. The code moving from this to your server memory which is running always, okay, that one we can say like a deployment. Now my code deployed, okay, in my GoDaddy with your post.in domain name or not. by default, server always recognize one file. That file is like index.html. So rename this index.html. Okay. Now once it is done, now you can go to your browser. Your post.in is the domain name. Now just you can run that domain name. Now once you run this domain name, you are able to see your web page or not. Now not only you, not only me, in this world, anyone can view it or not. Yes or no? Can you click on this one, what I shared with you? Are you able to see or not? Yes or no? Okay. Now this is called as what? Simply deployment. Once my development is completed, don't keep that web page or website with you. I want to publish it. For that, one cloud machine is required. Some space is required in the cloud. You can purchase that place. Okay, purchase that space. Bind that space with one domain name, one user-friendly name based on your business requirement. Okay, allocate some space for that particular domain and place your code in that particular space. Okay, whenever you pointing to that domain name, whatever the code is that code is going to run and it is visible to the end user or not, rendered inside the browser or not. Okay, moving files from here to here, what we can say? Okay, from my local machine to server memory, what we can say? Moving files from here to here. Terminology wise, we can say like a deployment. Terminology wise, we can say like what? Deployment. Okay, in future we are going to deploy the code in Vercel, okay, in AWS, okay, how to deploy our application. Now it is like a simple static web page. React application, how we can develop, how we can deploy it. Once my development is completed, how we can deploy also, we'll see in future. All are agree with me? Hello, okay. Okay, grid system and bootstrap not yet done. Okay, we'll continue my things in the next class. So, anyone have any questions? Anyone have any questions?
Hi, Srinu.
Yeah.
Can we get the bootstrap.css file if you want to write our own CSS class?
The bootstrap not satisfied our requirement. Bootstrap is nothing but they written some CSS. That's it. Okay, their CSS is not satisfied for my requirement. Then that time you can create your own CSS and you can apply.
Instead of creating our own CSS class, CSS files, can we edit that bootstrap.css?
Yes, you can, but it is not a recommended one.
It's not.
Okay, that is also normal CSS only, right? You can add some lines of code, no issues.
Yeah. In the real time, we can't edit that.
No, in real time, no one do like that.
Okay.
Hello.
Yep.
Hi, Srinivas. This is my first day. This is 12th class, right?
Right, yes.
Okay, fine.
So we have the videos, okay, 11th class videos, previous video classes I will provide. Okay, tomorrow we have the backup session, you can join.
At what time?
It's like 9:30.
9:30 to?
9:30 to 10:30 like that.
Okay, fine.
Okay, tomorrow we have the session. If you have any questions, just you can join. Okay, remaining people. Okay, if you don't have any questions, don't join. If you have any questions so far what we discussed, okay, you can join. Okay, I'll provide you all the videos till today. Okay, you can go through that. Okay, these are the video sessions. Okay, I have only 11 videos only. Okay, remaining people, anyone have any questions?
Hello.
Yep.
Can you please explain the FileZilla one, like how you deployed the development once again?
This file.
Actually, I missed after like you opened the FileZilla and then you entered your host name and
Yeah, the thing is, FileZilla is a software which is used to connect with your external machines.
yeah.
Okay, so external machine has some IP address, right? Unique. Okay, address is there. So by using that address and username and password, you can connect it. So this is okay. Not only FileZilla, you have one more free software also there, WinSCP. Most of the people are using that one also. Okay, so here, if I click on this icon, okay, now see this. It is asked for host name, it asks for username and password. You can give these details. Just let's connect. Okay, once you connect it, now see this left side port, it is pointing to your local machine. Right side port, it is pointing to cloud machine. Got my point?
Yeah.
Okay, in the cloud machine, I want some space. I want some space to deploy my code. Okay, that particular space I want to pointing with one user friendly name that is called as a domain name. So my space pointing with this domain name, your post.in. So whatever the code I written, just I moved from my local machine to server. Got my point? Moving files from here to here, we can say like a deployment. Okay, once my deployment is done, okay, now my code in the cloud pointing with this domain name. So if you access this domain directly, your code is going to run. Now see this, this is your post.in. If I click on this one, your code is running or not.
Okay, so in FileZilla, in the right side, you created
Is the server.
one folder. Yeah, in server
Yeah.
you created one folder,
This
and
is
that become the file.
this is not a folder. Okay, this is folder is a space. Should
Yeah.
pointing with one domain name. You have to purchase the domain, add that domain in your account, GoDaddy account.
Okay.
Okay, then the time it is showing like one folder structure.
Okay. Okay. So until and unless we don't buy, it won't show
No,
here in the server.
no.
Okay.
Okay, if you create manually also, that is not visible. That is not
Yeah.
published.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Yes, Srinu, is there any database is there? We have to buy the database also in GoDaddy.
Yeah, in the GoDaddy, to this account, database MySQL is like free.
Okay, fine, right.
Okay, so every day I'm sharing some files, right? Okay, so every day I'm doing like some one kind of deployment only. So this is my domain name, uijavakit.com. Okay, this is my domain name. Okay, so in the downloads folder, every day I am placing something in the React, right? Okay, I am moving our files, okay, from here to here, right? Okay, this is our batch. Can I remove this one? Let me compress it to zip. Okay, now come here. Now see, this is the file from our batch. Okay, this file I am moving every day from my local machine to server memory or not. That is nothing but every day I'm doing one kind of deployment only. Got my point? To share the content and everything. Okay, this is the domain name. uijavakit.com is the domain name. Understood?
So in the UI javakit.com, you have once again give like /download/react.
Yeah, in the folder, you can place any number of folders, right? This is the main folder. This is the domain. In that, you can place any number of folders based on your requirement. Okay, the root file is like index.html. From here, it is running. For example, if I put like rename index.1 like this, okay, now my server, my application should down. Okay, uijavakit.com down. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, okay, the server by default it is recognize the index.html file. Now it should have. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Next batch on Monday only.
Again?
Next class on Monday only.
Yeah, tomorrow we have a session. Okay, if you have any questions, you can come up with your questions. Okay,
Regular class on Monday.
regular classes on Monday.
Do we also need to buy this? What?
This GoDaddy?
Yes.
No. Your requirement, for example, okay, you have one product. Okay, for example, you have one school. For that school, you want to develop one application. You develop an application, you want to publish it. In that case, okay, you have to purchase one server. Okay, you have to purchase some space in the cloud. Okay, then that time it's required. Okay, for the classes is not. Okay, your requirement is like one application I want to create and publish to the world. Okay, then that time, okay, you required. Okay, some free websites also provide this service. Okay, now here, see this, the version is there.
000 web host is also there, right? Where we can host.
Yeah, different service providers are there. Okay, for Next.js, for React, okay, Vercel is the suitable one. So we are going to deploy our React.js application in the Vercel. Okay, in the AWS Amplify is one service is there. Directly you can deploy your code directly in the AWS Amplify. Okay, in the Heroku is there. Heroku is like in the previous it's like a free, but now it's like commercial. Okay, that is also easily we can deploy. Once you move your code to np, okay, GitHub, okay, from GitHub you can give the build to Vercel like that. Okay, in future we'll discuss about that Vercel and AWS Amplify.
Okay, thank you.
So any other questions? Anyone? Okay, then we continue remaining things in tomorrow's class. Okay, newcomer. So are you able to copy those videos just as shared in the chart? Are you able to copy?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you can go through those. Okay, it's a matter of HTML and CSS, more than that, nothing. Okay, just go through. If you have any questions, let me know. Tomorrow, if you have any questions, just you can join the session at 9:30. Any other questions, anyone? Okay, yeah, you can go through this content also. Can you go to this website? Can you go to this website first?
Yes.
Yeah, click on, come back to, just scroll down, click on the React.js.
On Monday today, we will start.
Yeah, JavaScript. Yeah. Yeah, once you come to React.js tab, okay, you can come down. There has one link is there, today class link. Can you click on that?
Yes.
Yeah, then you can see one file will download in the downloads folder, today class. So you can extract that zip, extract it. Okay, now you can see, okay, day 1 to till today what programs we discussed. At the same time you can see the content. Okay, this is the content we are going to deliver as part of our course. Okay, and your videos also you can see here, last 9, okay, 11 class videos you can see here. Okay.
So on Monday we will start Reactor, right?
Yeah, JavaScript. Okay, JavaScript
Yeah.
we are going to start. Okay, I need what is variable, what is function. Okay, that stuff is required, so that one will start, and then we are going to start
Yeah.
with functional components.
Okay. Sir.
Yep.
So tomorrow is like a repeat class like Sunday.
Yeah, we are
Okay,
going
okay, got it.
yeah, repeated class only. Okay, some of the people like missed, so they are asking that. Are you able to download? Are you able to see that content?
Yes.
Yeah. So any questions, anyone? Anyone have any questions? Okay then. Thank you guys. If you have any questions, just you can join tomorrow at 9:30. But if you don't have any questions, no need.